what? Like, so I'm supposed to be like, okay, you can degrade me, so whatever the hell you want, do this and that, but because you gave the schools money, that's okay. No, the hell out of here.
I'm a HBCU grad, so I'm an advocate. I love my HBCU, but yeah, man, like, no, I'm not gonna jump for joy for something that you were supposed to do, man. We were supposed to have been had that. Where's our 40 acres and a mule, bro?
Right.
I'm looking for that reparations.
Yeah,
we need that.
Right. We needed that like
yeah,
hella years ago.
Right.
Yeah. So, do you guys though? Do you think he's done anything beneficial other than that? Do you think he's done anything beneficial for us?
I ain't heard nothing.
I can't call it. I can't, man. And then it was
I
like,
just learned that myself.
We just learned that. It was like, okay, dope. But it was like, other than that, nah.
Yeah.
No, not when I'm seeing my people gunned down like cattle.
Yeah. It's hard to see the things that a president might be doing on a larger scale when in your own city you got your homeboys dying, people getting killed that for 5-10 years. And that's your everyday. That's an everyday thing for you. So I think it's just difficult for our community to really focus and zone in on politics the way we want to because so much is going on in our own neighborhoods. So we're really clueless as to the ins and outs of politics the way we should know it basically because of what we're going through on a daily basis.
Yes.
So that's just how I feel. Like I try to keep up with it but I got so much stuff going on in my own personal life. It's hard to even focus on it.
I agree with you, and I do feel like our community, especially the younger generation, they fail to keep up on stuff like that, and the younger generation are the ones that we need to make sure that they know what's going on, because how can we even help ourselves and change if we don't know what's going on? You know,
right.
That goes back to voting.
Oh yeah,
facts.
Yeah, and I was one of the people that, and I had a little post that I made soon as when Trump won, and I was like, man, all you dumbass motherfuckers that said my vote don't count. Look at what y'all just did.
Yep.
Like your vote definitely counted.
Because all of his people for sure went out there and voted.
Yep.
Man, and it's like, the odds is against us. They rigged voting and all this stuff anyway. So it's
you think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We learned that with Jeb Bush. Like
Bush and Gore.
Yeah, like they rigged the votes, and so it's like at least try. Like, at least go fight. Go out here and do something. Don't just sit here, especially if you're not a convicted felon or something like that. Because it's like, convicted felons can't vote,
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of people that can't vote. It was a time where we couldn't vote. We couldn't even read books.
Yeah.
So why not go out here and at least exercise your right?
Our ancestors fought for us to be able to do so.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I 100% agree with you. What do you guys think about Bernie Sanders? As far as him being for us or not for us, what are your thoughts on him?
I mean, like I was saying, he's an advocate of social programs, which is good. He's always been like, and he's pro civil rights. He's always, and that's just with his track record. He speaks with some sense. I think he's really out here, and he has those lifelong connections and established those connections, and has that kind of voice to where people would listen to him.
Yeah.
But he's 80 years old, so that's a pro. That's a con. It's like Uncle Bernie ain't gonna be around for too much longer with us. You feel me? Like, so it's like we can't count on Bernie to make these changes that we need for the necessary future, like these necessary changes. I feel like, he's something that's in place for right now, but we need somebody that's with longevity. We need the longevity in office, we need somebody that can hopefully give us an 8-year term. Yeah. And not, have Alzheimer's or, suffer from, he's getting old. So it's like, you never know what could happen to Uncle Bernie.
Yeah, definitely. I want to talk about Cardi B only because, like I said, she's been very vocal within the politics and everything going on. And I do feel like, I feel like more people within hip hop they need to be more expressive and more vocal about this stuff, because music is such a what's the word? It's people take the kids. Let me say that the younger kids, they look to our artists, hip hop world. They look to that. They look up to them, like, you know. So with that being said, I feel like more people in hip hop need to be more vocal within this stuff like that, like her. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, what do you guys feel about the hip hop world? How it's not as talked about, the, you know, stuff that's going on within politics, or stuff that important stuff that needs to be talked about. Like what do you feel, how do you feel about rappers not, you know, speaking on stuff like that? Or do you feel like they should, or that's in its own lane, like that shouldn't be intertwined with music? Or you see what I'm getting at?
I think it ties into who's listening to it, who's purchasing it, you know, who's streaming it. Mm-hmm. If it's not getting plays, a lot of people stray away from it.
Yeah.
That's because, you know, everybody want to make that big dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what people are chasing right now. I think it's coming back around where the consciousness is going to be where people at.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at the present moment, in the last, I guess you could say 10, 15 years, it's been about the fun aspect, just having fun with the music, the trap aspect, just the having fun with the music. But I think the consciousness with talking about the politics and everything that we need to be shedding light on is coming back.
That's perfect like phrase. Shedding light.
J. Cole,
Nip,
you know, Saeed,
definitely.
Nip for sure, you know what I mean. So it's people out here talking about. It's just about those people getting that stage to be able to, for people to hear it and see it.
Mm-hmm. Platform. That was the word that I'm looking for.
Platform. Yeah. I think it's essential for those artists that have that platform, like that. You know, like my fan base is different from Cardi B's fan base, you know, which is different from Snoop Dogg's fan base, which is different from, you know, and the list goes on. So it's like, I feel like if you have this type of fan base, your fan base might not be as in tune to what's, you know, going on in politics, or, you know, they might be in these streets every day, but, you know, they just see it, but it's like, okay, they don't feel comfortable talking about it because maybe you they idol, Cardi B. So now that you're my idol, Cardi B, and you talking about it, now that gives me the platform, that gives me the you know, that lane to say, oh, well, Cardi B talking about it, then it's cool to talk about it.
And that's why I respect her so much for using her platform, because clearly Cardi B has her listeners and, you know, her group of her audience. Majority of people wouldn't, you know, tie that into people who stay up on politics all the time, and that's why I respect her so much, because she uses that platform, and I in my opinion, I feel like people try to tear her down because of how she speaks and where she's from, but she is educated. She's not stupid. She can't help how she was raised or where she was raised, and she can't help that she's ghetto. She can't help that she has this accent, but she is who she is. But like I said, she uses her platform for something positive, and I love that about her. And me personally, I feel like more artists, even if they're not the typical conscious rapper, I still feel like more rappers, even the trap rappers, whoever, I feel like they need to use their platform because music is just it's
a tool.
Yes.
You know, like music is a tool, and so like use this tool for the greater good. Like, you know, it's okay to rap about whatever you want to rap about. You want to be a trapper, you want to be whatever, you know. But like, if you have this voice and you can go on the radio and we can talk about something else other than, you know, the destruction of my community, then talk about it. Talk about it. If you know you're gonna have 8 million viewers listening to this, talk about whatever's been deep down inside that you've been suppressing. You know, that you've been like, you know, don't be afraid. And that's what I think a lot of artists is afraid, because it's like, and I think it's a lot of artists is puppets. A lot of these artists is puppets, and it's like the industry is making them do certain things or have a certain personality, and it's like, if you start speaking about the wrong stuff, then we gonna snatch the cord from you, you know, because we don't want you to enlighten them.
Yep.
We want you to keep them over here blinded, you know,
Ignorant.
with all this ignorant, all this shit that's going on, and they focused on what you talking about, and they trying to go do what you trying to do, pop a million, you know, pills and all this shit. It's like, cause you rapping about it in your songs, and so these kids is like, I'm gonna go pop a Molly, I'm gonna go pop a ecstasy, Xanny, Percocet, and they dying, you know. And so it's like, that's good that she came and said, look, nah, this is what's going on in the communities. This is what we need to do. You know, this is what, you know, how I feel about it.
Yeah. She's trying to help bring some change.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit goes a long way. You know, that's the start that we need. So I respect Cardi B.
Definitely.
Really quick though, we got a few minutes. Martin Luther King Day was just on Monday. So I want to let's just pay him his respect and talk about Martin Luther King.
To the brass,
yeah.
1906.
So, did you guys do anything on Martin Luther King Day?
I worked.
You did?
I worked. Got to the bag.
I didn't. I'm off right now. But Martin Luther King Day, it was like a gift and a curse type of day for me, because it's like, though we were celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday, like my little cousin Josiah, it was his passing day. You know,
I'm sorry
it's
to hear
been
that.
3 years.
Yeah.
And so that, like, this is gonna be our 3rd year dropping off for Sire 3. And so, you know, this year I was just kind of like down, and you know, yeah, it was just a lot going on Martin Luther King Day, but like, just everything he done for us, all, like, just the path he done paved.
Yeah.
Like, I'm completely indebted, you know, and in his honor, I'm glad that I still got, you know, I'm able to sit here and talk and be able to acknowledge, you know, what he's done for us. You
Definitely.
know? And so it's good. You know, I love Black History Month. I love Martin Luther King Day. I feel like it's a great segue to Black History Month. You know, just to say, like, look where we came from.
Yeah.
Look how far we've come.
Come a long way.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about how he actually died? Do you guys know the story behind that? About how he actually died?
What you mean?
Okay, so how do from what you guys know, how did Martin Luther King die?
That he was assassinated.
Okay, so he was shot, right?
Right.
Now, from what I know is that, well, from reading, he died in the hospitals. They smothered him. They killed him. Yeah.
So he was alive after he was shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came in and smothered him.
Mm-hmm. In the hospitals. So, I believe that.
Did you know that his mother was gunned down?
No, I did not.
Yeah,
I just read about that. I read about that a couple days ago. His mother was gunned down at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta. I've actually got to go to that church and see that church. And, you know, but his mother was shot in the front row while she was doing like a processional on the hymn or whatever, playing the piano. It was initially meant to kill. They was trying to kill his father. But his mother was the closest person to the guy that killed her. And so he said he was here to wipe out blacks, you know, because blacks were like the scum of the earth. And, you know, and so, yeah, I just learned that his mother was assassinated. And it's like, that's crazy.
I've seen the story on that too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. But that's crazy that I'm not surprised that they did that. You know, that it's like they didn't want him to, because if he would have been able to survive that, because you know, did you know he survived another attack some years before that? So I did my little research when I read. So supposedly it was a lady that came up and stabbed him. This was like, I think it was like 19 something. I can't remember which year, but stabbed him, and it was like a couple inches away from his aortic vein or whatever, or his artery, and he survived that. You know, but yeah, bro, he had fought through a lot of
he did.
adversity. You know, that's crazy.
And he was still preaching nonviolence.
Still preaching nonviolence.
Yep, and they tried to take him out. I feel like even 2020, they still doing that to us, taking us out.
Different ways, though.
Yeah.
You know, like I think I just said in the song, I was like, these cops killings is just modern day lynchings.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yep.
These cops killing us, that's all it is. Yeah, they used to hang us on TV. Now they shoot us on TV.
In broad daylight.
In broad daylight. in front of our people. You know.
Damn, that's crazy. You said they used to hang us on TV. Now they should